Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Dara, your growth coach, coming to you today just to say good morning. Good morning. And before we go into March, I thought that we should march into March with a clear mindset. As a growth coach, we are growing our minds in this season. So I am here to talk to you all today about marching into March. Let's take inventory. Let's take inventory on our hearts, what's stocked up, what edifies us that we need to keep and cultivate, and what is decaying and we need to get rid of. What are those things? So, gratitude, that's a keeper. Am I acknowledging my blessings? Are you acknowledging your blessings? Forgiveness, a good thing. Keep that. Have I released past hurts? Have I released past hurts? Am I extending grace not only to others, but am I extending grace to myself? That's a keeper. Growth mindset. Am I open to evolving? Am I open to evolving? And am I purpose driven? Do my actions show that I am purpose driven? Not that my mouth continues to speak that I'm purpose driven. Actions show that I am purpose driven. Am I moving with intention? Are we moving with intention? If we are not moving with intention, it does not mean that your life is over. It means that you need to create a new mindset so that you can now move with intention. Do I have healthy relationships? Those that are healthy, keep those. And those that are unhealthy, reevaluate those. That does not mean get rid of them. That means reevaluate them, meaning, can you have a valuable conversation with that person and see if you all have like values? If both people feel that they can move forward, if we can say, hey, this is what I need, and hey, this is what I need, and can we meet in the middle? Those relationships can still be saved if both people want it. If both people do not want it, then it will not be saved, and it will be weight that you continue to carry as you spring into March. Love and confidence. Am I treating myself with kindness? Am I treating myself with kindness? If we are not treating ourselves with kindness, again, we need to reevaluate. It sounds like there's a lot of reevaluations going on as we enter into March, as we spring into the next chapter of our lives. We need to reevaluate some things. In the inventory of our hearts, are there some things that we are doing well? Are there some things that are edifying us? And are there some things that are causing us to decay? Are there some things that we need to get rid of, that we need to reevaluate and see if it still stands true in our life today? If it does not, it is okay to let some things go. Because when you let some things go, you create fertile grounds for new things to grow. But if you keep holding on to those dead things, there's no room for those new things to grow. So those are some things that we need to keep and we need to cultivate. And then there's some things that we need to reevaluate and do differently. And I'm telling you, it's okay to see that there are some things that we are not doing well. That way we can become better. And as we work on our best selves, that's Wombs, that's the organization that I have built. I'm grateful to have built, and I am obedient to what God has given me in Wombs Movement, working on my best self. And that is a journey for all of us to work to become better every single day. We have support groups for men. We have support groups for women. Building Better Brotherhoods is for the men. Pouring Love and Light is for the women. We also have a mentorship program called The Bigs, and that's for young teens and young adults so that we can pour into each other. And all that we are doing is working on becoming our best selves. Inside that, as a growth coach, I pour different ways to think, different ways to be, different ways to encourage, different ways to empower. We have annual workshops and conferences just to build everyone up. The world is going to naturally tear us down, if our intentions are not pure, if we don't strengthen our minds to be able to overcome the things that are trying to tear us down, then the world is a cruel place. But the world can also be a beautiful place once you understand your purpose, once you understand what you were called to do, and you become consistent in your movements. You become purpose driven. Then I believe and I know, and I'm an example, that this world can be beautiful. So some things that we need to reevaluate. Resentment. Am I holding on to old wounds that no longer serve me? Resentment. Are we holding on to resentment? Are we holding on to some old stuff, some stuff that didn't happen 15, 20 years ago? People change, just like you have changed. And you want people to see your change. Other people have changed too. So instead of holding on to that resentment, or who things used to be, who people used to be, what people used to do, that's where that grace factor, that mercy factor comes in. Let's go to fear and doubt. Am I allowing my insecurities to block my progress? Am I allowing my insecurities to block my progress? Are you allowing your insecurities to block your progress? Sometimes we are trying to overcorrect things that don't even need correcting. Now, I know that this is our personal life and there's some things that we don't like about ourselves. But sometimes that's exactly who you need to be in those seasons of your life. You will change, you will grow, and you will become what you need to become in every season of your life. Who you were in the winter is not who you need to be in the summer. The seasons are changing, and I'm not just talking about, snow and the sun shining. I'm talking about there are some seasons in our lives that we outgrow, and there's new seasons that we go into, and we have to learn who we need to become in those situations, in those seasons. Toxic ties. Toxic ties. Am I tied to something toxic? Am I tied to someone that is toxic? I know a lot of times we love the cat and mouse. We love the chase. We love the excitement. But when people become toxic, when situations become toxic, you need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate because guess what? Those toxic traits can then jump upon you. Or sometimes we welcome them in. We open the door, we clean off the welcome mat, and we welcome them in. So find out if you are dealing with toxic people with toxic traits or toxic situations that no longer serve you, and do something different about that. Change your life, change your perspective, change the way you are viewing things that are happening in your life, because toxic traits are real. And if you possess those toxic traits, instead of trying to fix them in someone else, fix them in yourself and allow them to see that they can fix their toxic traits as well. Limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. Telling yourself that you are not enough. That is limiting beliefs. And a lot of us do that. We tell ourselves that we're not enough. We're not enough for this job. We're not enough as a mother. We're not enough as a friend. We're not enough as a sister. We're not enough as a significant other. We tell ourselves that we are not enough. And you are limiting beliefs. Stop limiting yourself. There's enough things on the outside that will try to limit you. You do not need to limit yourself. Speak life into yourself. Edify yourself. And as you spring into March, do an inventory. What things are edifying you and what things are causing you to decay? Take a moment, write them down if you need to. And that way you can start checking off the list of the things that you need to reevaluate. And also put a big star next to the things that you are doing well. Love yourself. Love yourself, and all of the love is but a bonus. Have a wonderful day.